Hello, everyone. Welcome to New Genesis Wrestling High Voltage. I am the camera guy. Here with me, as always, is NGW head official Scott Cross. Scott, how you doing this evening?
Well, it's another week, another week closer to Madness and Mayhem.
Yep, we are 30 days away from NGW Madness and Mayhem on Saturday, March 15th in Muscoda, Illinois at the Lou Civic Center. And
Yep.
Scott, the card is just filling up.
Yep,
This
another
week we
week,
had
another week, and another match announcement.
two other match announcements.
Yeah, was there two this week?
There were two. We had the match announcement of Marco Hendricks versus Sid Holland for the Wrestling for a Cure Championship. And Marco Hendricks just recently joined PYT.
Yep, that one's going to be interesting.
And we are also going to have Preacher's first title defense for the Lightning Division Championship against Logan Ridge.
Wow. I mean, when I seen that was announced, I was like, wow, Logan Ridge versus Preacher. I said, that's going to be a match right there.
Yep, we have the man who Jason Halbert handpicked to be in the match for the right to fight contract for the Lightning Division Championship versus his former associate.
Yep. That one's going to be.
We're also going to be seeing in action Shaza McKenzie for the second time in NGW versus the lovely Miss Larkin, and that is one of the qualifying matches for the new NGW Women's Championship.
Yep, we've seen Shaza McKenzie a couple times, but this is the debut of lovely Miss Larkin for NGW. I think we're going to have a lot of debuts on this tournament because this tournament is going to last for a while, and we are going to bring some of the top female talent into NGW. So I cannot wait to see who we bring in.
Yeah, the entire tournament series is just going to be absolutely amazing. And we got Dardar in the comments going, heck yeah, Marco.
Yeah, Marco, and then, PYT, I mean, Playboy said it when we had him on the podcast. He said this was going to be the year of PYT. And not only did we see a newest member of PYT, Marco Hendricks, but the other weekend we just seen another member added to PYT. So they just keep growing.
Yes, we saw Tobias Storm join PYT at her sister promotion IWA Productions out in Mount Vernon at the end of last month.
I mean, now it's just, you thought the new deal was unstoppable. PYT keeps growing and growing and growing, and PYT seems unstoppable this year.
Yep. And Playboy Double H is the current holder of the right to fight contract for the NGW Heavyweight Championship. Speaking of which, Dexter Roswell will be defending that against Mickey Midas in a rematch. Both these men had their first match together in Endless Winter, and Dexter got a nice little roll-up on Mickey, but Mickey attacked Dexter after the match when Dexter went in for a handshake.
Yep.
So
and
I highly expect for their next match to be really heavy hitting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are in the comments going 2025 is PYT's year.
It might well be, the way they keep going, and then not only to forget about the main match, we knew this one from the get go, from that Endless Winter was announced, the TLC match.
The TLC match with the Great Heathen Army versus the Fam versus TNT, and all three members of the Great Heathen Army, Rynar the Hooligan, Ryxyr Wölfsbane, and Kolthar are going to be legal in this match.
Yep. We have talked to one tag team of this tag team division, the Fam. Tonight we are going to be talking to the Great Heathen Army about their side and, why they did what they did. Oh, gosh, here's Donde. He found me.
Oh, Donde. Hello, Donde. Everybody make sure that you're commenting down below. Make sure you drop some questions in for the Great Heathen Army when we bring them on. We will be selecting one of our live viewers tonight to be the winner of a signed poster of Madness and Mayhem. And, of course, we can't forget, for the first time, for the last time, Floyd's last match in New Genesis Wrestling, where he will be facing off against the King of Chaos, Ricky Cruz.
We talked about this a few weeks ago when we had Ricky Cruz on. Playboy's looking to go out with the victory, but so is Ricky Cruz. And it's crazy that this is the first time they are going one-on-one, but unfortunately it is for the last time as Playboy Floyd ends his career in NGW.
Yeah, he's been around since the beginning of NGW, but he's been around much longer. He's been
Longer
around
than
over
that,
30
yes.
years, right?
Yes, over 30 years, and it's crazy that Ricky Cruz has been around for 25 and Floyd's been over 30, and yet they have never had a one-on-one match.
Yeah, he's had such an incredible career, and it's sad to see it end, but it's wonderful to see it end on his terms.
Yes, exactly.
But what do you say we go ahead? Oh, excuse me. Still getting over a bit of a cold. What do you say we go ahead and do a little bit of a rundown of our guests tonight, the Great Heathen Army, which consists of Rynar the Hooligan, Ryxyr Wölfsbane, and Kolthar. They are currently the number one contenders for the NGW Tag Team Championships. They have held Tag Team Championships in IWA Productions and IEW. Both DK and Ryxyr have held the Light Heavyweight Championship in IWA Productions. They have a combined over 7 years of pro wrestling experience and a combined weight of over 490 pounds. And a little bit of fun fact about the Great Heathen Army. The Great Heathen Army do not appreciate when Marcellus Knight uses Ryxyr's wolf head to, quote, pet that dog, unquote.
I mean, he got to pet that dog. They weren't very happy about it.
He did. It was quite a moment.
Yeah, they were not very happy about it. And they're not going to be very happy about that. They signed that. They show that as disrespect, but, I guess the fam got a little bit under their skin a little bit.
We got Donde in the comments going, pet the doggy.
Yeah. Last time Donde had a dog, it was a possum. And he tried to bring it in my car.
How'd that work out, Scott?
It didn't work out very good because him and his possum took a little walk. So...
All right. Well, what do you say we go ahead and get the show on the road? And it actually looks like Rynar's running a little bit late, but we still do have Rynar the Hooligan and Kolthar the Modern Viking. Welcome, gentlemen. How are you doing this evening?
I'm all right.
Good.
So let's get right
to it. Brother.
We showed the picture a second ago, but at Endless Winter, the fam, Marcellus Knight and Alex Steele, actually came out wearing Ryxyr's headdress and your mask. And my question is, how'd they get hold of your gear?
We turned our head for just a second, and the fam ran off with whatever they wanted.
They stole it. Stole it from us.
And it definitely seems like you guys did not appreciate that, because at the end of our match between the fam and TNT, you guys came out right as Marcellus Knight seemed to have the match won and wound up causing a disqualification for the fam, so TNT retained. And right after this, our co-CEO, Phoenix Quinn, came out and announced that you would be competing in a tables, ladders, and chairs match coming up at Madness and Mayhem.
Okay, well, first off, the fam got exactly what they deserved for stealing something as close to Ryxyr as the wolf had, something as close to me as my battle helm, and you just want us to act like that doesn't matter? It just, funny joke, little rib. No, I don't think so. They got exactly what they deserved, and whenever we go into this TLC match, they're going to get a lot more.
And not to mention, Phoenix also played right into our hand and gave us what we wanted. Kind of a bad move on her part, but she's going to regret that decision.
Well, and you guys also are going to have the advantage in that match, no matter what way you look at it. There's going to be the three of you involved in that match, whereas both the FAM and TNT are only actually going to be having 2 members. And at Endless Winter, you guys actually showed off how well you work together as a 3-man unit. Because there at the end of the match, Kolthar was able to distract and get Sid away from the ring, which resulted in Tobias Storm actually helping you guys out a little bit, knocking down Logan Ridge, and you guys were able to get the 1, 2, 3 to actually earn the spot as the number 1 contenders for the NGW Tag Team Championship.
I don't remember it that way. Kolthar, you remember it that way?
Nope. Don't remember it happening that way.
I remember Tobias jumping up on the apron and, giving us a little encouragement, a little pep talk. But that victory was clean for the Heathen. We took that.
And then also, after that match, you had a little bit of an encounter there. Or it was actually after TNT and the FAMS match, you had a little bit of encounter with the LVK.
Yeah, see, that guy needs to sit down, needs to know his place, especially whenever he wants to get up and get in the last John's Vikings face. You're going to pay for that.
See, my understanding is that LVK is a friend of the FAM. Is that how you understand it, Scott?
That's the way I'm going to take it.
And what happened to this friend of the FAM? I'm sure you remember. You were there. I remember it quite vividly. He was at the barricade. He was talking a lot of trash, and then he was back against the wall.
No.
Yep. And
I mean,
need I remind you? Need I remind you too? Need I remind you? But need I remind you too? Rynar the Hooligan was definitely a gentleman. He was offering him to hit him. He offered the first shot. He just didn't take it.
You were
the first one. If he was so upset over what we done to the fans,
such a gentleman, Rynar. Such a gentleman.
I know. I try. I'm trying. So this guy's upset, and he's so mad that he wants to take a swing at me. I offer him said swing, and he just wouldn't take it.
Well, LBK is not currently signed to NGW, but I have heard that he has had meetings both with Phoenix and Halbert. So, we'll have to see. But
Halbert won't sign him.
Let's talk about that Halbert thing first of all. You guys were on the path to become an NGW tag team champions without Jason Halbert. Why join Jason Halbert? I know it gets you to get that fast track, but looking at Jason Halbert's track record, you guys are not in the good with this deal you got with him.
You're not real familiar with what we are and what we do, are you? So let me break it down.
I don't think he is.
Small words that I know you can understand, Scott. You pay us, we show up, we beat people up, and we leave with our payment. So all we did was fulfill our contract with Halbert.
Well, you did get a little bit of a bonus.
Did it include a substantial? Did it include a substantial amount of money? Absolutely. Did it include becoming number 1 contenders? Yeah, it did. Because when you want to make it to the top, it's not going to do us any good to start at the bottom and work our way up when we can just go to the head of the beast and cut it off.
I mean, I understand what that.
Piggybacking off of Scott's point, though, is lately Jason Halbert doesn't have a very good track record with picking the people who he's paid to come in and do jobs.
Or you saying that we have something to worry about? Because if you make the mistake of crossing the Great Heathen Army, we will drag you into the center of that ring, and we will blood eagle you for the entire crowd to see. Yes, Scott is dumb.
Yeah. Darnar would like to know who or what inspired you guys to wrestle.
Go ahead, Kolthar.
So the person that inspired me to start wrestling was, without a doubt, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is my overall all-time favorite. Watching him as a little kid doing all this crazy stuff inspired me to fulfill this dream of becoming a professional wrestler. I'm even marked. You can't really see it because there's no my lighting is terrible.
Yes, your lighting.
But I have the Hardy Boy logo tattoo on my forearm. That's how much of a fan of Jeff Hardy that I am. And he honestly inspired me to become a professional wrestler, and I've loved it ever since.
The person that inspired me to become a professional wrestler was actually a specific match. Lionheart Chris Jericho versus Pegasus Kid Chris Benoit, Super J Cup, second stage, 1997, WAR out of Japan. That match is a technical masterpiece. And whenever I saw that, I was just like, I got to do this one day. And then, of course, I found guys like, Eddie Guerrero, Steve Austin, Triple H. If you pay attention, you can see a little bit of all those guys and some of the things that I do.
You do it better, by the way.
Phoenix Quinn saying you guys talked to the wrong CEO. Sorry for your luck.
I really don't think we did.
Not sorry for our luck.
I really don't think we did. You had an opportunity, and
you fell right into it.
We heard absolutely nothing from you. We did hear from Albert.
And wasn't you the one that made the match after the last show? You made the match. You gave us what we wanted, Phoenix. It is your fault the fam and TNT now have to suffer. This is all on you now. Not us, not Halbert. You.
So heading into this TLC match, obviously the numbers are in your guys' favor. 3-on-2-on-2. How is a Viking, how do you prepare for a TLC match?
Personally, I've had to make peace with the gods because I know that I'm not going to walk into this match as the same person I'm going to walk out. These are the type of matches that tend to change a person, and I've made peace with that. Hopefully, you all can make peace with the violence that we're going to put on display in this TLC match. You keep saying this 3-on-2-on-2, and it could be 1-on-2-on-2, and the Great Heathen Army still has the advantage.
I mean, if you
got
what
Jason, what was that about the fam won't suffer at all. Oh, I like that. Strictly for that comment, the fam is going to suffer extra.
So
major
going into the TLC match coming up. Are you guys going to have a structured plan in place, or are you just going to let the chaos of the battle decide?
The Great Heathen Army is controlled chaos with a little bit of style. So we're definitely going to have a game plan going into this match. I've been really drawing up a lot of different battle scenarios for us, ways that I know that we can take advantage of our numbers and the fact that we are the most cohesive unit in tag team wrestling in the area.
no one can stop us at all.
I mean, okay, like you guys have proved that over at our sister promotion, IWA Production, because at Survival of the Fittest, you guys clean house. You guys were able to defeat the O'Neills, Cutler, and Lexi Green without Halbert's help. So you guys have proven that you guys don't need Jason Halbert. I understand the fast way, but based on his track record and based on you guys don't win this TLC match, what is it going to do for you guys? Because Halbert only backs up winners. And if you guys are not successful in this TLC match, then I have a feeling that Halbert's just going to kick you guys to the curb like he does with everybody else when he doesn't get his way. Does that put pressure on you guys for this match?
And
not at all. Like I said, our business with Halbert is concluded. We fulfilled everything that he asked us to do. Our payment is this TLC match. And you seem really really sure that we're not gonna win this, Scott.
And it's not that I'm not sure of it. It's just I know Halbert's plans don't always come to fruition. Sometimes they backfire.
It's a good thing these are Rynar's plans.
Well, okay. So you're saying that Halbert has nothing to do with you guys going in this. The TLC match was your payment for doing that, and now you don't even need his help in this match. So basically, Halbert's going to be useless at ringside with this TLC match.
Scott, how many times do I have to tell you this? Hold on, Rynar. Hold on. Scott, how many times do I have to tell you this? Halbert didn't make the match. He gave us the opportunity. Phoenix is the one that's made the match. Halbert had nothing to do with us being added to the TLC. Nothing. The only thing Halbert had to do was making it so that way all three of us can be in it. Phoenix made the match. Hopefully you finally understand that.
Oh, I understand who made
Halbert
the
had
match.
nothing to do with it.
I know Halbert had nothing to do with this, but Halbert always has something to do with something.
Look, if Halbert wants to be at ringside to see what happens whenever he bets on the right horse, I am absolutely okay with that. And again, if he tries to double cross us, I'll drag him into the ring and we'll blood eagle him for everyone to see.
And then we'll just tear apart the new deal.
So one thing that I would like to know about is you guys have a very interesting tag team style, a couple of very interesting multi-man maneuvers. And one that I've always found interesting. Oh, that's not the right picture.
It's a great picture, though.
That is a great picture. Yeah. But the one that I've always found interesting is the one where your opponent is in the corner and you do row, row, row.
Well, sometimes.
How did you come up with that?
I mean, we're Vikings. We know to row. And sometimes that row includes slamming your elbow into someone's face. And sometimes when the Great Heathen Army has been disrespected, we need to put them on the boat.
How long have you guys been wrestling for? By the way, Kolthar, Benny, your honorary member, says hello.
What's up, Benny?
Hello, Benny.
Benny's the man.
Rynar, you want to take the lead on that question?
No, go right ahead, my friend.
So I have been in wrestling for almost 5 years. This coming May will be 5 years. Because I started in 2021.
I've got 19 months.
Well, shortly after COVID.
And I'd also like to know who you guys would like to wrestle in the future.
You guys want to wrestle in the future? anyone ever.
We talking singles or as a tag team?
Oh,
Dar
let's
Dar.
go both.
That is a good question.
Let's go both.
Yeah, let's go both.
In the future, I would definitely love the honor of wrestling Ricky Cruz.
Absolutely.
100%.
That'd be a great match.
One of the guys that trained me, Ricky Cruz, for sure.
I would personally love to get in the ring and humble Playboy.
That would be awesome.
Is that so you guys can compare hairlines? I'm sorry.
Chris says, move on with these peasants. Row, row, row away and give us CW. Oh, and Bo,
CW was scared to fight me at Endless Winter.
Around the ring.
I've beaten CW.
He was scared to fight me at Endless Winter. But I get it. I have that effect on people.
I've fought CW, and the Great Heathen Army came out on top.
Donde may be issuing a challenge here.
Donde,
your opponent will be Scott.
No.
Oh, no, wait,
Your
hold
greatest
on.
rival.
I want to see where this goes. Who's Donde challenging?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Game on.
I think maybe Donde would be challenging for a tag team match where he teams up with Herman.
Yeah. I mean, Herman almost won a battle royal.
Don't remind me, Scott.
You know,
I seem to remember Herman keeping
Let's not bring that up.
Down a little bit in that Rumble.
I think I remember that too.
No. That was Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, that was Brock Lesnar. Didn't Herman almost eliminate you? I think so.
Who?
I think Herman almost eliminated
Me?
Rynar. No, Rynar. I think Herman almost eliminated Rynar. He's
Scott.
got a little hurt. Got a little hurt feeling.
I got eliminated by Brock Lesnar.
So that could be your first title defense.
I got thrown out by Brock Lesnar.
Herman and Donde, if you guys win the TLC match.
I promise you, if Donde brings Herman, I'm going to turn him into a pile of rubble. He'll be walking around with gravel. I mean, he's probably already walking around with gravel.
Oh, he's walking around. He's on his way to NGW right now.
Got Jay Keaton saying, yes, please shut Playboy up. And we also have Donde asking to be a member of the Great Heathen Army.
That's a possibility.
You know, one thing I've always wondered about, too.
It's a very good possibility.
The Great Heathen Army is a great name. It signifies that you're warriors and strikes fear into your opponent's heart. But how did you guys come up with the name?
Well, just like the historic Great Heathen Army, we are warriors from different clans, and we have come together to claim what's ours. I mean, this is all, I guess we could call it trial by combat. We all found that we had the same goal. We found that we weren't getting the opportunities that we deserved. So we decided to band together and take it.
And so far, that's what we've done.
Exactly what we've done.
I mean, the track record speaks for itself. It seems like every promotion you guys go to, you guys have claimed gold in.
That's the plan. See, we came into IWA and we took the tag team titles. We took the light heavyweight title. Next, we're going to go after the heavyweight title. NGW, we're going after the tag titles. And then who knows? Maybe we'll go after that heavyweight title.
What do you guys feel is currently making you a dominant force in the NGW tag team division?
Our seer. That's simple.
And the fact, if you look at the other tag teams, none of them are the least confident in themselves. The Great Heathen Army is one cohesive unit.
Leave alone. Growling. Leave alone.
All right, but both of the other teams that you're going to be facing in the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match are family. You have two brothers.
That's fine. Like I said, we've gone and we've talked to our seer. Our seer is a direct line to the gods themselves. And while the fog of battle may still be obscuring certain parts, I feel confident in saying that from the signs our seer has gotten from the gods, that not only are the Great Heathen Army going to walk into NGW and take the tag team titles, but we're going to change the face of the tag team division when we do it.
So far in your guys' career, what's the wildest things you guys have done in a match?
Get tossed out of a Royal Rumble by a brick.
Might be a little CTE. Just a little.
I mean, what if, you get a challenge and it's Brock Lesnar comes out to challenge you again, DK. You got a little resentment there?
Yes, I will break him into a million pieces. Or I will find a spot for him at the Ludwig Civic Center, and I will put him right back in the wall where he goes. And, well, fortunately, El Magnifico will just have to find some other object to admire. Maybe he can get a pack of ramen noodles and call him, I don't know, whatever he wants to. I don't care. As long as it's not that brick.
Do you guys have a pre-match ritual that you guys do together as a team?
We don't talk about it.
It's classified.
There is a ritual for the Great Heathen Army, and the public is not privy to it. These are ancient, tested battle secrets.
Because if we talk about it, what's to stop the fam or TNT to messing with it or trying to use it against us? No,
that's a good point.
But
not
yes,
happening.
There absolutely is a pre-match ritual, and it may or may not derive from the ritual of the Berserker. May or may not. Can neither confirm nor deny.
So, are there any legendary Viking warriors that inspire your in-ring style, your gear, your philosophy in the ring?
Absolutely. I know that I am personally inspired by Rynar Lothbrok, the saga of the Volsung. I try to take the ferocity that he went into battle with into the ring with me each and every time. And if that doesn't work, I'm also a big fan of Holger Danske and also the Viking French ruler Rollo.
Old Rollo. Definitely for me, it's Ragnar Lothbrok and Bjorn Ironside for sure. And maybe a little bit of Loki, the trickster god.
You do have a little bit of a trickster streak in you.
I do.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of the Great Heathen Army is you've got our little Loki worshiper here, and you've got Thor, and I'm not sure which of the gods the Wolf Boy's for. He's a little secretive.
So, if you guys could challenge any legendary wrestling tag team to a match, who would you love to face?
The Road Warriors.
Oh, good.
The Road Warriors would be cool. The Acolytes would be another one that I would love to face in their prime. And a very seldom used tag team in WCW, A&W, Chris Jericho, and Eddie Guerrero.
For me, it would definitely have to be DX. Just because to see what kind of tricks they would try to pull against us, for sure, 100%. The Brothers of Destruction, just to see how we would go to toe, how we can go toe to toe with those two.
We would
and their
die.
Decades of destruction behind them.
We would die.
No, I don't think so.
It's okay. We die in battle. We go to Valhalla,
so.
but we would die. I'm being realistic. I am the tallest member, right. And they are taller than me by like 7 inches.
You're fine. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight and the dog.
We don't have a large
those two
dog.
other dogs may have to be 7 foot tall, but it's fine.
You have a dog. He's just not very tall.
They have a wolf.
Yeah. A wolf puppy.
You know what? I can't wait till he gets here and just goes off on you.
Well, I mean, you know.
If he ever gets here.
If he shows up.
We've got a boy and boy and his monster in the chat. The tag team of Savage.
We haven't seen them in a while.
Shrapnel. I haven't seen Shrapnel in a while.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen Shrapnel since he got taken out.
And last time we seen Savage, he got thrown in a casket by Preacher and Brujo. And we haven't seen Savage in a while either.
I try to stay away.
Who's Shrapnel again?
Creeps me out a little bit. I have a feeling that if I get too close to Savage, I'm gonna wind up hanging on a meat hook, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh. Savage tends to hang out down in his dungeon.
I know. He's a lot taller than me. I planned on showing him the bottom of my boot, but he's too tall, man. And he's got a killer right hand.
Between the two tag teams you guys are going to be facing in the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match, the FAM and TNT, which tag team are you looking forward the most to getting your hands on?
Well, obviously,
the FAM
and I are really looking forward to finally getting our hands on the FAM. We have been utterly disrespected by them, disrespected by the entire wrestling community online, where this video was shared like wildfire. So I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on them. I owe them a beating. As far as TNT goes, they can catch some hands too, I guess. And they have what I want. They have what Ryxyr wants. They have what Kolthar wants. Would I say I'm looking forward to it? Maybe. But I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on the fam.
The fam's just gonna get what they got coming to them. That's plain and simple.
Now, with it being
TNT don't even have to be a part of it.
With it being a three-way TLC match, would you also consider it a victory if TNT won, but that's because you prevented the fam from winning?
No, the only way that we can consider this a victory is if the Great Heathen Army walks out with the NGW Tag Team titles. And we're going to do whatever it takes to keep TNT and the fam down long enough to do so. There is no, well, we prevented the fam from winning. No. It's not a victory.
What if you guys are too distracted during the match between you and the fam because you guys have so much issues with the fam, and TNT sneaks up that ladder and grabs those belts before you guys even realize what's going on?
There's three of us. We can keep an eye on that ladder pretty well. And again, like this could be one of those
Pretty
things
well.
Where, and we could get ourselves in one of those situations where I tell Kolthar and Ryxyr to go take care of TNT while I beat down both members of the fam. Because again, even if there's one heathen, we have the advantage.
Well, that brings up a interesting question because Scott said earlier that he was aware that LVK had been talking with Phoenix, right, Scott?
Yep, that's what I've heard. That he's not officially signed to NGW, but he is having meetings.
And LVK is a cousin of the fam, so might it be conceivable that since it was allowed for all three members of the Great Heathen Army, if LVK could become a member of the fam and
I don't believe that was the match that we signed. I believe that match had 3 heathen signatures, 2 fam signatures, 2 TNT signatures.
Yeah, here's the thing: in a TLC match, there is no rules.
That's true. You could get involved, but not actually be a part of the match.
I really hope he does, because whenever he's on our side of the barrier, he's one of us, and I promise you, I am going to kick his face into the 3rd row.
The 3rd row, not all the way to the top of the bleachers.
No, I want him to be able to, walk away.
Gotcha. Yeah, I understand. I understand.
I don't want to take him out of the business. I just want to teach him a lesson.
No, I understand. I'm following now.
So do each of you have a role that you play within the Great Heathen Army?
I don't know if we can really call it a role.
Because it seems like, Rynar, you have more of a brute force role from what I've seen. Durr, you're more of a strategist. And Ryxyr's kind of a wild card.
That seems like a fair description. I mean, honestly, my role in the Great Heathen Army is Jotun tosser. You put these giants in front of me, and I'm gonna put them on my shoulder and throw them. I did it to the O'Neills. I've done it. I mean, a lot of people have felt the overhead exploder.
Yeah, I remember when you did that to the Gruesome Twosome at NGW.
Oh man, yeah, he was a little light guy. He got really far. It was nice. I mean, I kind of felt bad for tossing a dwarf, but sometimes you got to make do with what you got.
There's good luck in tossing a dwarf. I've seen Lord of the Rings. And with me,
I've tossed the Gruesome.
I'm just a fighter.
You know what's going to be really spectacular? During this TLC match, whenever I hit that Blackheart Exploder on Marcellus.
So you have, in a TLC, traditionally you have 3 weapons that you utilize: the tables, the ladders, and chairs. What are you guys looking forward the most to utilizing?
Everything.
I'm a little more complicated than my partner DK here. I'm a big fan of the ladder because if you stop to think about it, with the ladder in the right hand, it's basically a 4th Heathen. And I can cause a lot of chaos in a short amount of time with that ladder.
You know what? I may have to bring out an old toy of mine for this match. Just for us, Rynar. Just for us. I don't know yet. I might. I might not. Leave them guessing.
An old toy?
Ladders are indeed siege weapons. Unfortunately, they won't let me build a trebuchet.
Yeah, but you have to also use that ladder at the end of the match to climb up to grab those belts to win the tag team titles.
Do I though?
I'm pretty sure if we stack each Heathen on top, we're tall enough.
I mean, technically,
I'm sure if I could get DK, or if I can get DK sitting on my shoulders, or Ryxyr standing on my shoulders, we can reach that belt.
Yo, Heathen totem pole.
Yeah, that could be.
Got to do what you got to do.
That's an interesting guy. Scott, you are the head official. I don't know if you're going to be refereeing this match or not.
Let's use that term loosely.
Does the ladder have to be involved in getting the title during a tables, ladders, and chairs match, or even a standard ladder match?
No, I mean, the rules are simple. The first person to grab the tag team title belts are the winner. So it doesn't matter how they grab them, as long as they grab them. I mean, ladders do help, but I mean, if you want to use a Great Heathen Army totem pole, I guess, or whatever they're calling, then, you know, if they were able to successfully grab the tag team titles, then they would be awarded the winner.
Look, we have plenty of ideas on how we're going to get these titles down in any scenario and every scenario.
I mean, you know, obviously the FAM and TNT are not going to be going in there like lightly. They're going to be coming in full force too on top of you guys. I mean, you know, plans could change in a matter of seconds with this TLC match, which is an unpredictable match.
It is an unpredictable match, but the Heathens are pretty unpredictable too. This is kind of a match made in hell.
So you guys are going in this thing pretty confident with this TLC match.
I am going into this match with 2 things. I am going into this match with the knowledge that I am not going to be the same person walking out, and I am going in with supreme confidence that the Great Heathen Army are walking out as tag team champions.
Have either of you competed in a tables, ladders, and match before?
I have not.
No.
So entirely new experience for you guys.
Entirely new experience, but every battle's the same.
I mean, obviously going into from a normal tag team match to a TLC match, obviously you guys have to come up with some more different strategies, you know, go into a match like this. I mean, how do you prepare? I mean, obviously
Too bad.
Hey, it's too bad they have a snowball's chance in hell to win.
Okay, first off, hell is not a place. Hell is a person. You spelled it wrong. Drop an L. Try again, Junior.
I don't get how we don't have a chance. There's 3 of us and only 2 on the fam and 2 on TNT. They need to do some Steiner math.
I really don't see the fam and TNT with the problems that they've had recently being like, oh man, we should probably work together. But it is much more likely that I look over at TNT and say, hey, why don't you help us take these 2 chuckleheads out? And then I'll have him watch this guy, and the 4 of us will give the people the match they deserve.
That's a very good point, because one way you could look at it is in Endless Winter, you guys saved TNT. Marcellus Knight, from my point of view, Marcellus Knight had him covered for that 1, 2, 3 until you guys came in, and TNT was able to block out the reigning tag team champions.
Kind of a clunky threat there, Marcellus.
Let's hope the nursing home has a spot for you, because that's where we're going to put you, Marcellus.
It's not going to be a nice one either. We're talking 3rd rate.
But you make a good point. I believe that I could see you guys teaming up with TNT, because both of you have had problems with the fam.
That's right. They're the common denominator.
Fam teaming up with either one of you is extremely unlikely.
I mean, let's be honest here. What kind of chance does the fam have if we decide to make a little peace treaty there with TNT, and the 5 of us decide to beat down the 2 of them? I don't need to really worry about my insurance being up to date. But I think Marcellus might need to start worrying if his is.
Oh, yeah. There's no telling what we have up our sleeve.
A Viking funeral. Yes. If it comes to that, we will give you a proper Viking funeral. Don't worry.
We will get you a rubber ducky float, and we will stick a sparkler up your butt and send you out on the lake. That's all you're worth.
Okay. Well, didn't expect that,
Oh.
I didn't know it was that kind of match. I didn't know it was that kind of match.
Hey, Marcel.
Wow.
That'll be after the match.
That got real fast.
For the match at Endless Winter.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Okay, so maybe that's your outcome of the TLC match.
I still can't.
You broke the camera guy, DK.
Oh. There was a lot of negativity towards us, so I thought I'd break the ice and lighten the mood up for us.
I mean,
so you're welcome. I'll be here all week. Just
you guys definitely have
not
a
on the
challenge
podcast.
ahead of you.
Took that to a real place.
Yep.
I live for a challenge, by the way.
I
what
guess
do you
so.
guys look forward to the most after a successful victory?
Filling this with Four Brothers Mead. That's what I look forward to the most.
So, after victory celebration.
Exactly.
Absolutely. My favorite way to celebrate a victory is with an ice cold horn of mead. There is nothing better in the world, and it tastes like victory.
You know, that actually leads us very nicely into a little segment that we like to call Shock Therapy. Now, DK, he's been here before. Rynar, you haven't. So the way that Shock Therapy works is I'm going to ask you a series of 3 questions.
Okay.
You guys get 2 out of the 3 questions right. You will win a prize, which is a signed poster for one of our viewers here this evening.
Sure.
And you will be playing for Kevin Cavini. You guys feel like you're up to this challenge?
Always.
All right. Well,
Can the questions be easier this time?
I think they'll be easy because a true warrior must feast before and after a good battle. So we're going to find out what you guys know about Viking cuisine. Are you ready?
Sure.
The first question. What fermented Viking drink was often consumed during feasts and celebrations? A. Mountain Dew. B. Mead. C. Viking brine juice. Or D. Liquid gold, literally the molten metal.
B. Mead. Your classic
B.
honey wine.
And it is B. Mead. I was really hoping you would know that. All right.
Make mead.
I was going to say A, but that would just be an awkward ride home with Rynar.
All right. Question
really
2. What was the Viking method for preserving fish called? A. Loki's surprise. B. Fermentation. C. Sun melting. Or D. Yeeting it into the ocean and hoping for the best.
my favorite is that's a great answer.
Wouldn't it be fermentation for sure?
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like that's a process for preserving
none of these
meat.
are what they actually did, like salting, smoking, and all that shit. So yeah, it's the fermentation.
All right. And it is B. Fermentation. Although I think that D could be a pretty good answer too.
I mean, just yeet it in the ocean and just hope for the best. It's awesome.
All right. You guys have 2 correct. So you have won that signed poster for Kevin. Want to see if you can get 3 out of 3?
Yep.
All right.
Sure, let's go.
And our third question. What was a common Viking cooking method? A. Slow cooking meat over an open fire. B. Vikings don't cook meat. C. Deep frying everything like it's the Viking State Fair. Or D. Asking Odin to heat it with lightning.
Honestly, the
Can we say D? They've already won the poster.
Yeah, the right answer isn't up there.
What's the right answer?
A lot of their food was boiled.
Really?
Yeah, boiling their food was like a popular thing for Vikings. You don't believe me? Check the Google machine. I promise you, it says that. I know my Viking history and lore.
All right, so we're going with D.
You go with D.
Going with D.
We're not. We're going with A.
Yeah, A. Slow cooking meat over an open fire. As I had, my research didn't show the boiling though. I guess I'm gonna have to research a little bit better next time.
Damn right, you.
We should have just yeeted it in the ocean. Hope for the best.
you yeet the meat into the ocean and then you ask Odin to cook it with fire with lightning.
Yes. Fish everywhere.
Hold on. That seems like the most redneck Viking thing to do.
Right.
That's something DK would do.
Probably.
Like, where's our food?
Probably.
Oh, I just yeeted it out in the ocean. It'll come back when it's struck
Don't
by
worry, I'm
lightning.
afraid of Odin to strike it with lightning, and then it'll be back.
Once it gets struck by lightning, it'll show up, and then we can eat.
Oh, we got Kevin saying, "Thank you, Rynar. I'm a heathen for life. We raid.
Yeah.
And we'll probably be there in March for your match."
Hey, man, I hope you are. I really do.
Well, I know that I'm definitely going to be there, and Scott's definitely going to be there. Scott might be refereeing that match.
Yeah. Unfortunately. I mean, my
You
thing
know
is
what?
just
I
I
hope
gotta
he
stay
is
out of the way.
because, like, oops, I missed. Boom. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. That's something you'd probably do. Probably got in a little, Halbert probably got in your little ear and tried to tell you to take me out. So, you know.
Oh, no. My decision to
Oh,
take
we'll
you
do it
out
just
was
for fun.
entirely my own. That was an original
Okay.
idea.
Okay.
Because you suck, Scott. You suck and you know it.
Okay. Well, you got bigger things to worry about than me. You got a couple tag teams you need to worry about.
I got a couple tag teams that we're just going to.
We're not worried about them.
Kevin throwing some shade at you, Scott, saying that you're blind.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, out of the four people here, neither one of us has confused tag team members for the other.
They're twins.
We are not twins. I look nothing like Rynar.
Well, obviously, yeah. You're like 4 foot tall and like, you know.
You know who he does look like.
Don't even say it. Don't even say it. Don't even say it.
Say it.
JoJo Siwa.
That's not true.
Oh yeah, that is true. He does make he does do his makeup like
No, she took my makeup just to do that stupid song. She got the inspiration from me.
So you're
I just can't do nothing about it.
So you're the modern day JoJo Siwa?
No. I'm taking you out, Scott. I'm taking you out come next month.
Okay. Well, I ain't afraid of JoJo Siwa, first of all.
I'm not even gonna ask for permission. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
Bring that cage back. We're gonna lock Scott in there.
I think you got bigger fish to fry than me. I think you got to worry about winning those tag team titles.
It is a tables, ladders, and chairs match where
I don't have to worry about nothing.
Everything goes.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, technically, if Scott's the referee, you could put Scott through a table.
No, you were doing this.
That's a good idea. That is a good idea.
Last week with Lexi Green, trying to tell Lexi to make a voodoo doll of me. No, don't get these ideas.
If Lexi made a voodoo doll of you, then Lexi can make sure you count to 3.
No. I'll have Donde at ringside taking.
But see, here's the question though. Here's the question though. Out of us and Lexi Green, who's going to actually do the thing to Scott? Us.
JoJo Siwa does. Oh yeah.
JoJo Siwa. Hey, Herman, love your music.
I told you, Don, that he's pretty popular with that music. Oh man.
Okay, Donde, you can be a heathen.
Referee Scott, we should listen to JoJo's.
We're gonna need a new head ref after next month. Poor Scott.
I don't want to listen to JoJo's music. You know, I know that's what DK likes to listen to all the time. But I'm good.
No.
Scott, I don't know if it's wise for you to be antagonizing one of the tag teams in the TLC match.
That's all right. I'm not repping the match probably, so
Hey, is Phoenix still in here? Can we make sure that he's the referee? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Phoenix is still in here.
I don't need to. Who is DK? Exactly. Who is DK?
You gonna take that, Kolthar?
That's what Donde said. He was trying to figure out who
DK
was.
Why are we worried about Donde? He probably couldn't find his way out of a shoebox.
He finds his way to wrestling shows
right.
all the time.
He does find his way to wrestling shows
Yeah,
quite
and
often.
I think
Yeah,
that's
and
because
after he's already been 2 hours away.
That's true, Scott. You're the one that brings him. What's wrong with you?
Scott's
He shows up.
enabler.
He shows up in my car.
He just poof pops in there.
Yeah.
Why are you leaving your car unlocked?
I don't leave it unlocked. He's got a key somehow.
See, I want to know who took Donde to my house.
That would be me.
You can't even trust your co-host.
Apparently
Well,
not.
Well, he wanted to learn
No,
how to
man.
take camera. He wanted to learn how to take pictures. So I said, well, let me take you to Alex's house. So I dropped him off in his little shed. And, you know,
Why would you?
You know
why would
what?
you
I
take
like
him
this
there? We all
hashtag
saw
Kevin
what
came up
happened
with.
to his
All Scott's
psychiatrist.
fault.
yeah, it's a new hashtag. It's all my fault, apparently.
Hashtag all Scott's fault.
It usually is. It's my fault you guys lose. It's my fault you guys can't kick out. It's all my fault that I'm fast counting. Supposedly,
You are. You
your
fast
word.
count.
Okay. You just forget how to count.
2, 3. Not 1, 2, 3. You're terrible. You're like McMahon during the Austin feud.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Donde, you are not.
I got a
the
feeling
camera
that
guy.
whenever you first get down for your count, you count that fucking pop of your knee off the mat as one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to watch your language, Rynar. This is a family show.
You're fast counting.
Nobody's fast counting. You just got that delusion in your head that I'm fast counting.
No, you fast count and you just admitted it.
I don't fast count anything. I mean,
You know
just
what? I
because
know.
You
my
show us
count,
how you
just
count.
because my count is a little faster than what is going on up here with you.
Kolthar, how fast does he count us?
Fast. 1, 2, 3. Done.
Camera guy, how fast did you see him count us?
Let's see. My camera takes 12 frames a second, and I have seen within those 12 frames his hand go down twice.
Yeah, exactly. Because whenever he gets into position and he makes that bump, he counts that. He's a fast counter.
Yeah. See, Donde is a camera guy. See?
No. You have to have more than a camera and be a guy to be the camera
Don't
guy.
they? You're not a camera guy. You have an old Polaroid. Good luck finding film.
It wasn't even an old Polaroid. It was an old Kodak. Yeah, Kevin going, Scott doesn't know how to count 1, 2, 3.
I can count 1 to 3.
No.
Yeah, that fast.
count
Do it
once
right
you
now,
kick
Scott.
out.
1, 2, 3. It ain't my fault you don't know how to kick out.
That's still too fast. That's still too
You know how
fast.
that sounded?
That ain't fast.
It is.
Well,
One,
here's the thing. In your
2,
TLC match,
3.
it ain't gonna matter about my fast count because
Count with
it doesn't matter.
1, 2, 3.
All that matters is that you get up that ladder and grab those belts. That's all that matters. So you don't have to worry about me in that match. That's on you guys.
We might not have
Yo.
to worry about you, but I'm definitely going to be throwing things at you.
Well,
You know, I think there's a way to settle if you're fast counting or not, Scott. And I'm gonna run it by the Heathens here. We'll see if this is an acceptable solution. When you're counting, if you go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi,
See?
that'd
Try
be an
it.
acceptable solution.
yeah.
Try it. Try
But
it.
Yeah,
we want
that'd be
to
acceptable.
say that as you're counting in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, I count fine. They just don't know how to kick out. It ain't my fault they're always
1,
getting beat.
2, 3.
Sure about that one?
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
I already did it. It's fine.
Do it.
But
Hi, you-
Scott
you-
did bring up the good point that the 3 count won't matter in this match, though.
No, but it'll matter after this match. So give me a 3 count, Scott.
Well, you need to worry about winning this match, and
It
then
could matter.
I already told you I'm going into this match with supreme confidence.
It doesn't matter. You need to prove it.
We've proved it everywhere.
Well, you need to prove it on the 15th because,
Oh, we're going to prove it on the 15th.
well, when you guys prove it and you guys win, I will be in that ring to raise your guys' hand if you guys do win.
Scott, what you mean to say is when we prove it again.
Well, when you prove it again.
We already proved it in the sister company. We proved it other places. Now we're going to prove it to you guys again.
But
They did prove it by becoming the number 1 contenders.
Yeah. It's a little questionable distraction, but
But I am definitely looking forward to that match. I know you two are both looking forward to that match.
Absolutely.
Scott, kind of iffy.
Looking forward to throwing a chair at Scott. That's what I'm looking forward to.
You need to worry about TNT and the fans. What you need to worry about.
Okay.
I'm throwing a table. I'm throwing a chair. I'm throwing a ladder.
Okay, and then how are you going to win the match if you throw all that stuff out? Oh, the Viking totem pole.
They're all going to be at you.
Okay.
They're all going to be at you.
Okay.
So where else can NGW fans catch you guys in action coming up?
Next weekend at IWA Productions.
Next weekend you can catch me at CHWA.
All right. Outstanding. And Rynar, I believe that you have a merch shop on PWTs, correct?
That is correct, good sir. You can go up there and grab yourself a killer Rynar t-shirt. I got a couple designs.
And while you're shopping for Rynar t-shirts, don't forget to go to ngw.ticketleap.com. Pick up your tickets for New Genesis Wrestling Madness and Mayhem. When you pick up your tickets online, you can get in the door a little bit earlier. You have guaranteed front row seat. But I want to thank you, gentlemen, for joining us here this evening. Did you have anything else you wanted to say before we go?
Yes. This involves next weekend at IWA Productions. It's myself and Preacher. I want Rynar to hear this. I'm going to make Preacher regret ever taking you out. He is going to pay. And he will not be the same when he leaves that ring.
Perfect.
He's going to regret what he's done.
Outstanding. Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you both for your time and for joining us here this evening. And we'll see you.
Thank you.
We will see you guys in your TLC match. And not allowed to wish you luck, though, unfortunately. But I wish you a good match.
You already did. You just did. By you saying you're not allowed to, you already did. Because you said wish you luck. Just saying.
All right. I guess that's a good point. All right. But thank you again, gentlemen. You have a wonderful evening.
See you.
You too.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, it seems like they got a plan going in this TLC match. They said they are going to use the numbers advantage. We knew that numbers advantage was going to be a factor in this match.
All right. Outstanding. Yeah. And I just can't wait for it. TLC match. Great Heathen Army versus the Fam versus TNT for the NGW Tag Team Championships. And that's not all. We're also going to be seeing Dexter Roswell defending his NGW Heavyweight Championship, against Mickey Midas.
Yeah, that match. I mean, the first time I was looking for this match, and now that Dexter kind of knows what Mickey's capable of, Mickey kind of knows what Dexter's capable of, I'm looking forward to the rematch even more than I am the first match.
Yep. And Rynar had a bit of a message for Preacher, who he's going to be facing next weekend. But after that, Preacher is going to be facing Logan Ridge, defending the NGW Lightning Division Championship.
Yep.
His first ever title defense.
Yep. And I mean, Logan, if Logan's anything like Dexter, Dexter was able to break away from the New Deal, capture the NGW heavyweight. Could we see the same with Logan? Could Logan capture that newly won Lightning Division title from Preacher?
Yeah, speaking of titles, the Wrestling for a Cure Championship is going to be on the line as Marco Hendricks faces off against Sid Holland. Yep. Marco Hendricks, one of the newest members of PYT.
Yep, he joined PYT in Centralia.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then we're also going to be seeing, for returning to NGW, Shaza McKenzie facing a debuting Lovely Miss Larkin in qualifying match for the NGW Women's Championship.
Yep, this is our second qualifying match. We had one at the last NGW show, Lexi Green versus Serena Black. Now, Lexi Green has advanced into the tournament now. It's either going to be Shaza McKenzie or the Lovely Miss Larkin.
Yep. And then, of course, for the first time, for the last time, Pretty Boy Floyd's final match against the King of Chaos, Ricky Cruz.
That match is going to be what I'm looking forward to, but I'm also not looking forward to because it is Pretty Boy Floyd's last match. But I am looking forward to Ricky Cruz and Pretty Boy Floyd in that ring. But I'm not also because that is the last match of Pretty Boy Floyd in NGW.
And of course, both gentlemen are going to be looking for a victory. When we had Ricky Cruz on, he said it wasn't going to be a cakewalk. He was going to be looking to get that final victory over Pretty Boy Floyd. But Pretty Boy Floyd walked away with a victory in his final match in IWA.
I mean, how would it be with Ricky Cruz's, wins the final match of Pretty Boy Floyd at NGW? Ricky Cruz wants that. But Floyd does not want to go out on a losing streak. He's been successful so far. These last couple matches, he's finishing up, and he's not looking to get a loss this time.
Yeah.
What was the tampering with the banner?
I'm not sure. I didn't even see it.
Did they tamper with the banner? The camera guy with Donde. Did you lose your job? What?
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Oh.
So is it going to be me and Donde next week? Have you been replaced?
I hope. I didn't get any message I've been replaced yet.
Oh, man. How does Donde have access to this stuff? Is it Donde doing this?
I don't, that's a question because
Donde doesn't even know how to work a key. How did he know how to work a computer?
But, I mean, that's not the first time that we've seen, interesting technical glitches. If you remember, last week we had a little bit of a break-in.
Yeah, that was a little freaky with that, yeah. I really need to change that password. 1234 is not a good password, apparently.
Yeah, and you're just gonna say it right out loud. Okay.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna change it now. So,
but I want to thank everybody for joining us again this week, and also want to thank our sponsors: Nick's Home Decor, Bi-State Termite and Pest Control, Needful Things Boutique in Muscuda, Illinois, Laser Monkey Engraving, and Ringside Buffet in Mount Vernon, Illinois. And Scott, did you have anything else for this week?
Nope. I think I'm good for this week. I mean, just keep posted. We'll see who we bring on next week.
Yep, and we will see everybody again next week. Make sure you tune in our normal time, Thursday at 7 o'clock. Have a great week.